Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Today we're diving into the SBA's recent scrutiny of the non-manufacturer rule. Have you noticed how these questions are making people nervous?
Definitely. The non-manufacturer rule has always been tricky, but now it seems like the SBA is signaling a possible shakeup. Do you think businesses should be worried?
I think so. The rule is crucial for small businesses that resell products. If the SBA tightens enforcement or changes the rule, a lot of companies could be out of luck.
That's true. I read that many small firms depend on the flexibility the rule offers. If it goes, their federal contracting opportunities could shrink overnight.
Exactly. And the ambiguity in how the rule applies creates anxiety. The SBA's question suggests they might redefine what counts as a non-manufacturer. That's a big deal.
That could mean stricter definitions or new requirements, right? Imagine if companies have to prove even more about their supply chain. That's extra paperwork and maybe higher costs.
For sure. Also, if the SBA starts asking for more documentation, some firms might just walk away from federal contracts altogether. The risk could outweigh the reward.
It makes me wonder if the SBA is trying to close loopholes. Maybe they've seen abuses where firms claim non-manufacturer status but don't really fit the spirit of the rule.
Possibly. But the downside is, legitimate small businesses could get caught up in any crackdown. It's like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. The impact could be outsized.
You know, the non-manufacturer rule was meant to help small resellers compete. If the SBA makes it too hard, it could kill that advantage. Do you think they realize the stakes?
Good question. I suspect they do, but maybe pressure from larger manufacturers or other agencies is influencing this. There's always a push-pull between access and oversight.
It reminds me of how regulations can swing like a pendulum. Sometimes they loosen up and small businesses thrive. Other times things tighten and only the big players survive.
Right? And uncertainty is bad for everyone. If small businesses can't plan, they might hesitate to bid on contracts, which means less competition and maybe higher prices for the government.
That could also mean fewer innovative solutions, since small firms often bring fresh ideas. Losing them would be like removing the spice from a meal. Pretty bland.
I like that analogy. Plus, the non-manufacturer rule isn't just paperwork, it shapes the whole landscape of government contracting. Even little tweaks can have big ripple effects.
Absolutely. Do you think advocacy groups will step in if the SBA makes drastic changes? I can imagine a lot of pushback if livelihoods are at stake.
I'd expect it. There's a strong network of small business advocates who keep a close eye on these rules. If there's a threat, I bet we'll see lobbying and maybe legal challenges.
It's interesting how something as technical as a rule can have real-world consequences. Behind every regulation, there are people trying to make a living.
That's true. Sometimes we forget that. It's not just about compliance, it's about opportunity. If the SBA moves too fast, they could shut doors for thousands.
I hope they balance the need for oversight with the importance of access. Maybe greater clarity would help, instead of more restrictions.
Yes, clearer guidelines would let small firms know what's expected. Ambiguity only leads to confusion and mistakes, which nobody wants.
What's your take on the future? Will the rule survive or is it headed for a major overhaul?
I think it'll survive, but maybe with tighter standards. The key is ensuring it remains fair and workable for small businesses.
Let's hope so. The federal marketplace needs all kinds of players, not just the giants. Diversity drives better results.
Agreed. Maybe this is a chance to revisit the rule and modernize it rather than scrap it. That way, it serves everyone better.
A positive spin. I like it. If the SBA listens to feedback, maybe the outcome won't be so bad. Sometimes change is just an opportunity in disguise.
Very true. For now, small businesses should stay informed and be ready to adapt. Flexibility is their best asset in times of uncertainty.
Absolutely. And who knows? Maybe after this storm passes, the rules will be better than before. Optimism never hurts.
On that note, let's wrap up. If you're a small business owner, keep your eye on the SBA's moves and don't hesitate to get involved in the conversation.
Great advice. Changes may be coming, but being prepared is half the battle. Thanks for tuning in.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy, your AI avatar. If you like this podcast, you can get one for yourself based on a website, YouTube video, or any source. Contact me to get a customized quote for your content. See you soon.